What if you were given the chance to rewrite history, to alter the course of mankind's first mistake? What could you have done differently if you were in the Garden of Eden? Our tale unfolds in a place of unparalleled beauty, the Garden of Eden. Here, amongst lush greenery and vibrant life, lived the first humans, Adam and Eve. Gifted with this paradise, their purpose was simple: to cherish, enjoy, and safeguard their home. Yet they craved more. They yearned to be wiser, more capable. Their desperation was palpable, and it didn't go unnoticed. The cunning serpent, aware of their yearning, offered them an enticing proposition: the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Under the serpent's manipulative influence, they succumbed, tasting the fruit that promised knowledge. Suddenly, their perception shifted. They realized their nakedness, their vulnerability. It was an awakening, yes, but one that led to a tragic downfall. They had committed the irrevocable mistake, a blunder that shaped the course of human history, intertwining our fate with sin, suffering, environmental changes, conflict, war, and death. One might argue that Adam and Eve should have simply rejected the serpent's suggestion, adhering strictly to God's command. Yet it's easier said than done. As the Chinese adage goes, one misstep leads to eternal regret. So what lessons can we glean from Adam and Eve's story? How can we apply these insights to our lives? The first lesson lies in analyzing gains versus losses. If Adam and Eve had critically evaluated the serpent's offer, they might have seen the potential for devastating loss. They risked everything for the promise of knowledge. This was a costly mistake, one we should strive to avoid. If I were in Eve's place, I would have approached the situation differently. While the desire for wisdom is not misplaced, there are alternative strategies to consider. Firstly, I could have conducted experiments, perhaps using animals, to gather more information before making a decision. Secondly, I could have tested the fruit on one of my offspring. Though the potential loss of a child is a heartbreaking prospect, it would have demonstrated the dire consequences of disobeying God's command and the deceptive nature of the serpent. The lesson here is clear. Don't rush into decisions that could have grave consequences. Conduct smaller, low-risk experiments to mitigate potential losses. The second lesson revolves around temptation. Often we're drawn to the obvious, the too good to be true promises. However, true value isn't always immediately apparent. It may appear as a challenge, a hurdle, or something initially unappealing. The third lesson is about the shortcoming of human consciousness. The serpent, crafty as it was, chose to tempt Eve, not Adam. The command not to eat the forbidden fruit was given to Adam before Eve was created, making her a second-hand recipient of this crucial information. Here, the serpent capitalized on this gap, knowing the potential vulnerability of Eve's position. The serpent's strategy reveals a subtle understanding of human psychology. It knew the weakness of the human soul, its curiosity, and its susceptibility to persuasion. This highlights the serpent's cunning, but also underscores a critical flaw in the human couple: a lack of wisdom and strategy. Adam and Eve's failure to effectively communicate, strategize, and stand firm against temptation was their downfall. They were ill-prepared for the cunning of the serpent, overwhelmed by the allure of forbidden knowledge. This lack of foresight, of strategy, of wisdom was a crucial factor in their fall. The fall of the human couple was somehow doomed due to their lack of knowledge and strategy. This story serves as a stark reminder that wisdom, strategizing, and constant communication are key to overcoming the challenges we face. It prompts us to learn, to grow, and to be ever vigilant against the serpents in our own gardens. The fourth lesson is about finding and getting into true blessings. In the Garden of Eden, there were many other trees that Adam and Eve could have explored without any consequences. Among these trees, the most valuable one, the tree of life, was situated at the very center of the garden. This tree, unlike the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, was not forbidden, yet it was overlooked in favor of the forbidden tree. This highlights a crucial aspect of blessings and opportunities. Often, the true blessing is not obvious and needs to be discovered. It requires wisdom, discernment, and curiosity to find and recognize the real blessings that are right in front of us, as was the tree of life for Adam and Eve. Similarly, in our lives, the most valuable blessings are not always far away or hidden. They might be right where we are, in the jobs we have, the people we know, or the opportunities we overlook. It's easy to be lured by the allure of forbidden fruits, by the things we can't or shouldn't have. But true blessings lie in recognizing and appreciating what's already within our reach. In conclusion, the true blessing is not explicitly told, but needs to be discovered. It often requires wisdom, discernment, and a willingness to explore, just as Adam and Eve should have explored the other trees in the Garden of Eden. True blessings are not always the most obvious or the most tantalizing. They are the ones that bring real value, growth, and happiness, if only we have the wisdom to recognize them. We hope you've enjoyed and learned from our exploration of Eden's lessons. To recap, we've discussed the Garden of Eden, the concept of gains versus losses, resisting temptation, the shortcomings of human consciousness, and the discovery of true blessings. By applying these lessons, we can gain wisdom, discernment, and a keen eye for recognizing true blessings in our lives. Remember, the allure of forbidden fruits may be tempting, but real value and happiness lie in what's already within our reach. The most valuable blessings are not always the most obvious, but they are the ones that bring growth and satisfaction, if only we take the time to discover them. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Remember, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all you're getting, get understanding. Stay curious, stay wise, and we'll see you in the next video.